Hello, everyone. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you're joining me. Thank you for joining my Go Live again today. I'm so excited to be here. And today we have a very special guest all the way from the Middle East, from Qatar. And I'm incredibly blessed to be having her join me today on this Go Live, um, which is what we'll be talking about today. We'll be talking about how to balancing life, business, and big dreams. So we'll just be sharing on how we balance dreams and how you can create the life that you love. By the way, if you're just seeing my face for the first time, my name is Nancy, and I love what I do. I enjoy helping moms thrive and earn online so they can spend quality time with their families. I am a mom of three beautiful children and a wife. I live here in the UK with my family, and for work, I work with the civil service. I'm also a part-time digital business owner. So, without further ado, I'll be welcoming my guest.
Hello, hello, hello. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you, Nancy, for inviting me.
Thank you for
My
joining. Thank you for joining, Matt. Oh, I can see the little cat there.
yeah,
Matt
so
is a cat lover, by the way. Yeah. So, um,
so
yes,
I just want to introduce myself.
yes.
I am Mads, and I'm currently based here in the Middle East, but I'm originally from the Philippines. Me and my family have been here for a total of 20 years, but for me, it's just 15 years.
Mm,
So I'm a graphic designer by profession, and my parents are a nurse and a soon to be retired architect, and I help OFWs, professionals, and everyday normal people by plugging into an online business with integrity. I show them how to build a steady income stream so they can pursue their true passions and live life without the stress of financial worries. So, again, thank you, Nancy, for having me tonight. And yeah.
it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for that beautiful introduction. By the way, guys, you could hear that Matt is all the way in Qatar and she's doing this, right? Well, we'll be coming around to that, to sharing how you can do this amazing opportunity from wherever you are. Obviously, we come from two very different backgrounds. Like she mentioned, Mads is a graphic designer, and me as a busy mom, with a different lifestyle. Both of us are coming from two different sides of life, you may say. But we found a way to, work online and thrive in this business and generally in life. And we want to just share our stories and how you can do the same, no matter your starting point. So, Matt, I will be starting with, the realities. People want to do different things. Life gets busy, right? Whether it's chasing kids, whether it's um, going to school, having your own personal goals. Everybody has different responsibilities and it can feel overwhelming at times. I can say that a lot of times I feel overwhelmed. Being a mom of three, with the youngest being 5 months, it can be like a lot of things are happening at the same time, right? And that's why it's very important to have a business that works for you and not the other way around, not the one where you're spending your whole day, working the 9 to 5 or however the case may be. So I'd just like to ask you this first question, Mads. What does balance look like for you in your life? And how has this business helped you create that?
So thank you for that. So for me, balance means, having time, energy, and resources to prioritize the things that matter the most. So for
Mhm.
me, my family, of course, my family right now and my future family, my health, my personal growth, and my mental health and then financial stability. So sometimes we get overwhelmed, yes, and yeah, we chose, but I chose to have earning and living between being in the present for the people I care about, and balance means having the freedom to work on my goals without sacrificing my peace of mind or relationships. This is the reason why I have chosen my career, because you can work anywhere. Honestly, being a graphic designer,
Mhm.
you can work remotely. So
Yeah.
I thought of working virtually,
Mm,
remotely. So I thought I could be some time, or one day I could be a digital nomad. I
mm,
really hoped for that before. So and
mm,
how has this business created that? This business is just a life changer, because as you said, we can
mm,
do this in our free time. It has the
mhm.
flexibility, and we can work smarter and not just harder, right?
Very true. Very true. That's such wise words. Working smarter, not harder is something I usually say a lot. And I like what you said about, saying that this was what you wanted. I think that first, before something happens, it's important that you visualize it, know what you want. Matt has spoken about how, she wanted to be a digital nomad, right? In your word, you wanted to be able to walk from anywhere and do and be flexible, right? And which is, if you could just touch on how did you find out about this business, Mads? Would you like to share?
Actually, at that time, I wasn't really looking for something.
Okay.
And then I just saw an ad of
Hmm.
of a Filipina who's living in Canada, and I saw her ad, and okay,
Wow.
um, yeah, like wow, she is a Filipina in Canada doing this business. She's
Hmm.
already, living a better life than me. So why do this business? So when
Hmm.
she invited me to this community, then I saw more Filipinos, and not just Filipinos. It's
Yeah,
global. So I'm like,
exactly. Yeah.
is this real? I mean, there are a lot of scams are out there in the online space. So I was like, is this real? This community, is it real? Because there's a lot of Filipino in here. So I was testing the one
Hmm.
who invited me. I was talking to her in Filipino and stuff to check if this is
Oh,
real. I'm
yeah.
that skeptical.
Yeah, I was the same as well. I was very skeptical. I was like, is this for real? Because I had tried a couple of businesses in the past, and some of them didn't work. Some of them were, all those were MLMs where you needed to bring somebody, the whole layers and all of that. But the thing with this business is that when you do your due diligence research, you find out that there are real people. This like we're doing this life as well to help other people know that we're real people, right? It's not just bots or some shady things happening behind the scenes, right? I'll also be answering the same question, but before I do that, I wanted to say if you're watching us, please let us know where you're watching from, so we know how global this community is. And like Matt has said, there are so many nationalities in this business, not just Filipinos. I am originally from Nigeria and I live in the UK. Mads is originally from the Philippines, living in Qatar. There are many people from, name them, so many countries, Netherlands, the US, and Canada. So if your location is a barrier, then no, it is not. As long as you have a good internet or Wi-Fi and you have a phone and a laptop, then you can do this business. I'll also like to know your thoughts on this. What does balance look like for you in your life? If you're watching here or if you're watching the replay later on, please let us know. And so for me, excuse me, as a mom, balance means being able to take care of my family while building a financial future. So I didn't want, when I set out looking for a flexible business, I didn't want something that had that one aspect of my life had to suffer for the other. As a mom, it's really important for me to spend precious time with my kids. I didn't want to miss important milestones or school plays or activities in school because I was trying to create, a financial future for them. Because in the long run, kids will not remember that you were working. They will only remember the memories you create with them. So for me, balance, was was having the flexibility to work on my terms, which is something that I wasn't really sure it was possible before, but having come across this business, I've been able to see that it is possible to have that flexibility, balance, work on your terms, and still create that financial freedom for yourself and your family. So on to the next question. Why an online business fits any lifestyle? Why does how does this online business fit your lifestyle, Mads? Because I know
Actually,
you're not a mom, sorry. So how has this fit into your own lifestyle being um a single young woman and a career woman? What has been like how has this business shaped your lifestyle? Yeah.
it really has changed, especially my personal development, my mindset, especially as well. Because before, I used to just, browse and then watch Netflix and Korean dramas, especially. People my age, they really love to binge watch, and I'm one of those. Like, I used to sleep sometimes 3 a.m. just to finish a marathon of series. I used to do that, and then it has changed because I've been into, like, how do I say, like, my mental health also declined, and that's when I started to find something that I want to dig into, like, also, if I could earn, right,
Mm,
online, because I know I can earn online, especially in my industry. So I was
mm,
only looking for some ways to, you know, if I can find something that will get me
mm,
busy. So I won't think of anything else, because it's really important to just prioritize my mental health as well, because if your mental health is really down, you can't be
mm.
productive.
Wow, thanks for sharing that such a personal story and journey. Yeah, and that's so true, Matt. Because if if you don't have something that you're chasing after, or that motivates you, then it's easy to kind of go into maybe a decline. So that's very interesting. Thanks for sharing that. For me, what how this business fits into my lifestyle and what drew me to this business was the ability, like I mentioned, to work around my family's schedule. So when I was searching for businesses, I was looking for something that would adapt to my lifestyle. And there was something I heard recently that said no business, no job, never rely on a job that, or never rely on the income from a job that pays you, because you're not basically you're not sure that the job can be taken away from you at any time. So seeing a business that works around my family schedule and being able to still contribute financially, I believe was a win-win for me, and that was what drew me to this business. um so the
Uh,
next question, yeah,
Wait, I
okay, go
just want to add to that also, is what got me drawn to this business. I think I did not share that.
ahead.
It's
Oh,
the automation. The automation and then the community. Why? Because, even if we sleep, our business is running 24/7, right?
mm,
And this is what really got me interested in the beginning. Like, oh, you have a funnel. Because I've been in a marketing industry, so I know automation works. And then the power of automation. And then I learned that you don't have to be glued on our screen 24/7, because we have this automation, and then this our system. We have the CRM, the marketing stuff, and our our tools basically, and also the community. Like I said earlier, I was looking for people to talk to because my mental health is declining. So I really like the community here, because
Mm.
you can talk to people worldwide, globally, and you can connect. And
Yeah.
not just connect, you can help and even take lessons from them.
Yeah, true.
Right?
I mean, we had not about 2 months ago we had not met, and here we are on a go live. How amazing is that, you know? So being able to meet someone from Qatar, I'll probably be in Qatar someday, and I'm like, "Hello, Mads." I'm in Qatar. So that relationship, yeah, true. And having like-minded people that are willing to help out, and sharing their journey is really very amazing. Very true. So what keeps you motivated in this business, especially when life gets busy? Maybe I should, go first so that,
Sure.
yeah. So what keeps me motivated in this business, especially when life gets busy, is my why. Remember, my first reason, my why was for my family, was to be able to spend time with them, was to create a legacy for my children. And I believe that a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. I believe that it's important that you give our children the best life they could, they could ever have. So for me, my biggest why was not to miss those milestones, to be able to be here for my family, and also to be able to help people around me that needed help without being very cautious of, the income and all of that. I feel like the biggest blessing you can be is not just when you can bless yourself or be a blessing to others around you. So that was my motivation. That has been my motivation in this business. Has it been hard sometimes? Of course, but whenever I remember my why for starting, especially when life gets busy, work, I still do a 9 to 5. I remember my why and it pushes me to keep going. Yeah. So would you like to share yours, please?
Yes, thank you. For me, one of my, like you said, one of my motivation is also our whys, right? I
Mm,
think it's really taking big part of why we're doing a business, or we're doing something, we're starting something. So one of my whys currently right now is to support my parents, my aging parents in the later period, since they're gonna retire soon. So being a firstborn also, I
mm,
feel like I have that responsibility to take care of them financially, and I'm not sure if I could be with them physically, because we have to earn, right? So if
mhm,
it's possible to be with them
mhm,
while earning, why not, right?
mhm,
And
mhm,
then also, other than that, I've shared this quite some time, is I want to have like a charity.
mm,
I always wanted that before, because I've been very close with elder people.
mm,
So I wanted to give back to elder people, because as someone who was taking care of my grandma or my grandparents, I was left behind with my grandparents when my parents came here first. So I always see, whenever you hear charity, they always want to focus on the kids. So I was
mm,
like, why not? Why are we forgetting the elder ones? I
mm,
mean, they will leave soon in this world. So why are we not also, giving to them, giving back to them? And what I wanted, it's even on my notes before, I wanted to, like, for example, give them groceries, give them stuff for medicines and those kind of stuff, like a small help, even not a party, but a gathering, so they could, because these people, they like to also mingle.
Mm,
So
mm.
that's why.
Oh, that's really lovely. That's really kind to hear. It's really important that, we're not just thinking about ourselves, but how we can, help others as well. And that's really true. Many times we think about other people and forget the older citizens. But yeah, thanks for sharing that. So what advice would you give to someone who's hesitant about starting their own business? Because somebody might be watching this and wondering if they could balance work, they could balance life, and still add a business like this on it. I'd like to tell you first that you absolutely can, but it starts with you taking that first step. So, Matt, what advice would you give to someone who's hesitant about starting their own business because they're afraid they can't balance it all?
If they're waiting to be ready,
Hmm.
I don't think they'll be ready anytime soon. So
Sure.
it's just a matter of a decision of doing it now or never, right?
Mhm, mhm,
Because usually we usually procrastinate, like we always delay, like, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it when I have the money, I'll do it when I'm in this for example, if I'm earning this amount, or we have so many alibis there. So
mhm,
why not just because we have a free webinar, so why not just try and check it out, and then
mhm,
if you are interested, then and want to know more, then go to the next step, which is paying our 149, which is refundable for 30
mhm,
days. And
mhm,
there's nothing to lose it because it's basically like free, right?
mhm, mhm,
So that's what I can say, because we're the reason why we're giving this kind of rules is because we want to filter people who want to do this business seriously. And
mhm,
instead of
mhm,
wasting our time, we don't do other businesses like cold calling and stuff,
mhm,
because we all have this in this community and in this system. So if they just want to check, uh, to start what's this about, they could just you know check it
mhm.
out, because
Exactly.
it's
It's a
free.
win-win. Yeah, it's a win-win situation. I mean, like Matt said, if we want to know if you truly want this for yourself. You pay the 149. You see all of what the business is about, the business model, how it runs. And if you think this is not for you, then fully refundable. But my advice to, someone who's hesitant is to remember that you don't have to do it alone. It's a choice. If you want to, you can start a business on your own, fine and good. But by the time you think about the cost, the traditional cost, you'll see that this is such a win-win situation because this business comes with mentors, coaches, and amazing business partners like Matt here, and video-based training that makes it so much easier to manage alongside everything else in your life. Our global community, Matt, is it's about what time is it there on your end again,
It's
Matt?
past 9:30
You
at
can so
night.
and it's about 26:23 over here. So we have people that are in Canada with different time zones. So even if you need somebody to help you urgently, you're sure that there's somebody awake on the other side of the world, willing to support you. And just to briefly touch on the MLM conversation regarding this business, because it's one of the topics people are, quite hesitant about. This is not an MLM. It's not your business is for you. It's basically like a done for you business given to you with most of the work done. Of course, you have to, play your own part and put in the work. But compared to a traditional business, this is way, way, easier for you to do and to navigate. And I'll just like to encourage you to, join the free webinar, do your due diligence like we all did. we did not just, if you're not feeling skeptical, then there's a problem, right? It's okay to, be afraid, but do your due diligence. Call, send. You can send either of us a message. Reach out to us. We know you might have questions about how this business works and how it could fit into your life. That's why we have like a free webinar, which holds every just a second, every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. EST. Here you'll be able to know more about how this business works, how it functions, what you will need to start your business. And Matt, do you have any, last words to just say to?
I just want to add to that. They can also see real people with real results who are earning here lucrative income because they've worked hard for this, right? And
Mhm,
this business, like I said earlier, it has the integrity. For me, it's really important to have a business with integrity because uh, I've been also into a lot, not a lot, but I've been into businesses that um, doesn't have that integrity. So
mm,
this is one of the things that I like the most also is having an integrity business.
mm.
So yeah, thank you for that, Nancy, for inviting me tonight.
You're welcome. Absolute, it was an absolute pleasure, and thank you for taking time out. Despite your busy time zone, like our different time zones, and making it here just shows the supportive community that we enjoy here as well. So, for anybody watching, remember balance is possible, and you don't have to choose between your responsibilities and your dreams. Um, I know it's the end of the year, but you can make 2025 the year you take control of your life and start building something amazing. So remember to, reach out to us, to watch out the free webinar, and we'll hopefully see you on the inside. Thanks again for joining. Take care. Bye.
Bye.